you're doing these exercises, and if you're doing movements, it's a way of really getting the fluidity back into your body, into your joints. So the practice that I do, Qigong, is really about moving your body gently, moving it very slowly, and moving it with your breath. And so the objective, so another exercise you could do through this part of your chest is like, it's like opening up this way, taking a nice breath, and then pushing again, take another big breath, and then relaxing back in. And so what you're doing is that you're allowing your body to be treated with real gentleness, and you're using the breath to actually open yourself up. And then again with the exhale, it causes the muscles to relax. So you can almost invent your own movements based on what your body needs and where you need that expansion in your body. And one of the things that's really good for the shoulders and the back is, again, using your arms in a way that allows you to stretch. So I'm going to do it from the back. So normally I would just bring my arms up and then sort of contract the back in and then allow them to fold down. And so what's happening is you're opening up the chest, but you're also releasing the tension that falls between the shoulder blades. And so the objective is to bring your arms out. You could even do one at a time, and just almost allow it to fall down. And as the arm is coming down, I can feel all the way down through my back that there's like a little squeezing of those muscles. And when you do that, it begins to squeeze out the tension from the back, and that will help to relieve the back in that way. And another really important stretch is to keep the circulation going in your feet and in your legs, because very often they get, your legs can get swollen, and that's mostly because you don't have circulation in your legs. And so it's really important to, pay attention and just give yourself those few minutes to do these things, because if you give yourself 5 or 10 minutes every day, the accumulated effect will be that your body will be much more relaxed and much more at ease when it's time to give birth. But you'll also be in a much healthier state because your circulation will also be working a lot better for you. And a good exercise for the hips and legs, I'm going to grab a chair, because it's something you wouldn't want to do without holding on. And you can actually do it while sitting down, but I'm going to do it standing so you can sort of see. But you want to hold on to something and just gently lift your leg. Can you see? And point your toes. And then sort of stretch your leg out and pull it in. And then you flex your heel, stretch it out, and pull it in. And then circle your ankle 3 or 4 times in each direction. And then you would do the other leg, just lift the knee gently as far as you're comfortable. Point the toe and stretch, relax. Point the heel, stretch, relax, and then circle your ankles. So according to the way Qigong works, which is based on Chinese medicine, we have energy that flows through meridians that have a system that's much like the circulatory system. But it's just the energy, and the energy is what motivates the flow of blood and the flow of oxygen. And so when you're doing this, when you're pointing, you're sending the energy down the outside. When you put your heel, you're bringing the energy up the inside. So it's allowing you to get good flow of blood and oxygen through the whole leg, and you want to circle the ankle to make sure that you're getting the joints of the ankle lubricated in circulation. And so that's just and you could do it from a sitting position. You could just sit, but you'd want to hold on and do the same thing. point with the toe, point with the heel, and circle the ankles. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to provide you with the actual movement so that you can have it later to take home. So that's just some of the basic things you can do in terms of your movement, in terms of getting lubrication into your body. And so you just want to begin to, whenever you get up, just feel what's tense and don't let it stay there. You have to address it. Move the shoulders, move the hips. It's interesting. One of the things that I discovered is that, that belly dancing that people do, that originated as a form of childbirth. It started, women would do that in order to go through labor and allow the child to come out with ease. That's where it started. And then somebody got a look at it and said, oh, really? I think we want you to do that all the time. But that's really what it's for. That's what it was created for. And one of the reasons that it's good to do like these hip rolls is because this is the area that you want to make sure it stays strong and loose and flexible. And at the same time, you want circulation, because that's where a lot of the tightness comes as you get further along in your pregnancy. So you want to give yourself that opportunity. One of the things I like to do is just put on some nice music. Put on a nice song and just sort of just roll your body around. Qigong is called the moving meditation. That's what it's called.
I like that.
So it's like the idea is to allow your body to get into the rhythm and get into the rhythm of your breathing. And so that you feel soft and flexible. And what happens as you start to do this with your body, it begins to seep into your emotions. And it begins to seep into your state of mind. So that when you get up and give yourself that attention, and then you're like a little bit like the Tai Chi. When somebody comes along with an attitude, you're just like, I ain't got time for that. I can't be bothered with that. And so you don't let it move into your space. And you create for yourself like an immediate environment that will support you and allow you to protect yourself.